Hello and welcome back to Albion Online. Guess what? Bimla's found another money making idea and I've thought, it's only right if I share it with you. So here we are back in Brazilian. This is the location of our last money making idea, and this one I've got a few things here, okay, that I want to share with you. And the first one is this beef stew. Now if we look at this, it's 62,000, okay? That's quite a lot, and I'm thinking like there's quite a demand here for this. If we look at the average price, it's 48,000. There's a significant profit here. Now, going over to my spreadsheet here, which does actually show the other ideas as well, I'm showing you the price, the buy price that I can get, and I'm showing you the sell price here in Brazilian, the taxes, how much profit you're going to make per item, and I just put a random quantity in of 20. So as we can see with beef stew, if we were to buy 20, which isn't that much, it would be very easy to transport. That's a 316,000 profit. That's pretty nice. You could do a similar thing with 0.1 beef stew. Not so much profit here. You would have to bring far more. Also, another thing I'd noticed was maps. The difference in the prices of maps was quite large, and there's a profit to be made here. You can see bringing 20 would make us 37,000, and 0.1 T6.1 maps, we could make over 300,000, almost 400,000 just bringing 20 maps here. Now, all these prices were based on Limhurst, and that's where I bought the items from and where I transported them from. So I'll show you how I do the transport. All we do to transport back is we go out into the yellow zones, we find a wisp, and we travel into a non-lethal mist. And basically what we do, we see if this zone has a Brazilian portal. If it doesn't have one, then all we need to do is leave and go and find another one. Now, you got two options really. You could maybe do some PvE here if you wanted, or you could go looking for another wisp in the zone. But I find they're probably a little bit more common outside of the zone. Overshot there a bit. So in the yellow zones, I find them a bit more. So I generally, if I don't find a portal to Brazilian, I just go straight back out and I carry on looking for one. Well, there we have it. This is only our second mist that we had to go into, so it's taken me literally 2 or 3 minutes, and we've got a portal to Brazilian. Another thing, while you're transporting, I've brought a set out that I want to try out in the mists, in the lethal mists. So you can also just bring wear a set to bring it out. I kind of like doing the mists from Brazilian. It's very convenient. You don't have to go searching for a wisp in the black or red zones. You just go straight in. So I kind of like doing that. And there we have it. Here we are in Brazilian, with all the stuff ready to sell. So we're just going to go down to the auction house and we're going to list these for, basically we'll just undercut by 1 point, which is generally the recommended thing to do. You can go into it in a bit more of a complicated fashion, but I think in this instance we can do that. So we're going to list these for, as I said, we're just going to make ourselves the cheapest one on the market. Going to list all of them. Same with the beef stews. We're going to keep these because we might well do them in the red zones that surround Brazilian. Now, if we sell the beef stews and the maps at the price that we're hoping to, we will make just under 700k, and that took me less than 10 minutes to actually ship these over here. So it's a pretty good opportunity in my opinion. And interestingly, for those of you who watched my last video on buying artifacts up and salvaging them. The opportunity kind of faded away a little bit as people started becoming aware of it, but it's kind of still there. Look, these, you get 10 runes. These are worth about 1,000 each. So, and you get around 1,000 in silver. So there's about 10 to 11,000 that you will get in value for salvaging these, and they're around 6,000, and there's quite a few on the market. And there's other items obviously that you can do this with. I have my own little list, and it's not exhaustive. I mean, there are probably more than I've written down. If you do want the list of what I basically salvage, just drop into my Discord and just ask me. Now, obviously, there is another option to transporting the food here, and that is to make the food here. And that's what I'm going to do. Brazilian has its own set of bonuses, and food isn't one of them. So you're not going to get the best resource return rate. But given how high the price is on the beef stew, it is well worth it. So as you can see, I've got my little spreadsheet here just giving me the costs that were relevant at the time of recording. And as you can see, that like with focus, it's only costing me 31,000 to make these, and even without focus, 47,000 ish. So there's definitely money to be made by making the food in Brazilian as well. In fact, you might even be able to some degree, depending on the demand in the marketplace, you might be able to power level your food a bit, because the production price, even without focus, is still lower than the price in the market. So you could actually power level your cooking a little bit by cooking beef stews, or just use focus and make a lot more money. So I hope this money making idea gives you a wealthy and prosperous start to 2023. If it does and you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me comments. As many comments as possible, actually. I love the comments. I would always try to reply to all of them. And please leave me a subscribe. I've got some more subscribers. The channel's growing quite nicely at the moment, and the more the better. So please, it helps me out tremendously. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.